Looking at my rollie, it's about that time.
I love it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Corey.
And I'm Keisha.
And we are HisHerbs. We're just some small time, soon to be big time gardeners growing food in the high deserts of Southern California. So today, guys, we are out here. We're going to be attempting our very first air layer. Okay. I tried it last year. It didn't work out right because I skipped a whole lot of steps, and so that's on me, right? That was me. I don't know. I'm not gonna say being lazy, taking things for granted, right?
Skipping steps.
Yeah, I was skipping steps, right? And then I missed one and came tumbling back down because no roots, no nothing. It just completely healed itself, and here we are trying again. And one of the reasons why that we're gonna air layer is because of this right here. This was our pineapple guava tree. We had some heavy winds this past Friday. Today's Sunday. It snapped the pineapple guava right in half. And it was in the pot, and it was staked. Snapped it right in half.
I knew it was gonna happen too.
Keisha has tried to salvage it. It was much bushier than this, much bushier.
I took all the branches off, they're sitting in some water right now. I'm gonna attempt to propagate those.
Doing whatever we can to try to salvage the damage that was done. I'm even gonna stick this back in the dirt and see if we can get it to root just like a cutting. So I don't know, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But that's why we're out here doing the propagation today, is because not only do we want to grow our food forests, but we want to protect what trees that we do have, because as you all know, trees are
expensive.
Yes. So we're gonna propagate as many as we can, just in case one gets hit with a disease. We bought 2 trees before, like when we first started, we were buying trees in pairs, and like one died off. One of each tree died off, and we're like, what's going on? So we're down to just that one remaining tree that we have of that pair. So we're just trying to save our food forest as much as we can right now through propagation. I tried it through cuttings, did not work. I did not have the touch for cuttings. Keisha has the touch for cuttings. She's almost 100%. I'm gonna say she's about what, 80%, 75, 80% for her cuttings this year. So I don't even bother with them no more. I let her do it. Something must be something about my energy that the trees don't like, so I let her have it. So, but yeah, so we're gonna be doing our first air layers this year. Traditionally, I know you guys have seen people do air layers with using the Ziploc bag. We're not using Ziploc bags today. Instead, we're gonna use the clone, the balls, because none of our trees are like big enough to really support. The branches aren't really big enough to support all that weight from the wet soil on the tree. Yeah. So I know we could have used a smaller bag, but we don't have any, and I'm not going back to the store to grab any. So we're gonna just use the balls because I have them, and so we're gonna use those balls. There will be a link in the description for the balls if you're interested in using them. They're super easy to use. They come in black and they come in green. I think they also come in clear. I picked green because they were cheaper. They were like $9 versus $15. So I picked the green balls, but I honestly like when they're not wrapped in foil, it's just green on the branch, so it just blends in with the leaves. So it doesn't stand out like the black, but you could choose the black if you like, right? But we wrap ours with the foil right now. So, but anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with these air layers. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so first things first, you want to find you a nice branch that's about the size of a pencil, a number 2 pencil, right? This one works for us. So we have that one, maybe this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to find a node, make sure our branch is about 8 to 10 inches long. This meets that criteria. Find us a node. We can take this node right here, and we're going to score around this branch, right? We're going to cut deep enough to where we can score without actually cutting the branch off, right? So we're going to score all the way around. And the trick is to be able to find the line on both sides, right? So you're going to make about a 1 inch cut, and a 1 inch cut is about the tip of roughly the tip of your finger. So we're going to come down right here and do the same. Just go all the way around. All right. And then I'm going to score right up the middle. And if I did it right, I should be able to just peel that back. Yep. They're just like that. And expose what's called the cambium layer. So that cambium layer, is basically the part of the plant that tells it that when it's injured, that it needs to fix itself, right? So the key to the cambium layer is you have to remove all of that green from the cambium layer. I don't know, you can zoom in and see. Okay, cool. So if you can see that green layer, you want to turn that green layer white. Right? So I'm gonna just take the same thing I just scored with. I'm gonna scratch off that cambium layer to expose the white layer beneath it. Because if you don't, what's gonna happen is the cambium layer, the tree's gonna be able to heal itself because that cambium layer is still in place. So it'll just treat this like it's a small cut and just create another layer of bark right over it. So what we want to do is we want to scrape off that cambium layer so that we're cutting off that, taking away the tree's ability to do that. Right? And we're going to do that all the way around. And last year when I did this, that's one of the mistakes I made, was I didn't cut deep enough because I didn't want to do. I wanted to I wanted to get a clone of the plant, not completely destroy the plant, right? So I felt like I was gonna kill the plant if I didn't do it right, if I cut too deep. So last year I did not cut deep enough. I did not get rid of the cambium layer, and the plant just healed. It just scabbed over just like you would if you got a cut. It just scabbed over and got no roots, got nothing. So this time I'm gonna make sure that I get as much of that off as I can. Somebody sticking their dog on somebody? All right. That looks pretty white too. Looks like I got off a good amount of that cambium layer. Looks like I got all of it. Matter of fact, yeah, it was wet before I started scraping off the cambium layer. All right, so I'm gonna fill this up with the pre-moistened soil. There we go. Got the pre-moistened soil. And I put it on both sides of the ball, right? And pack that in nice and tight. I'm gonna add some more because I want the soil to be in contact with the branch all the way around. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure I pack this nice and tight. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my ball that's full of soil, and I'm gonna just wrap that around. You can come over here. Oh, you stay there. Wrap that around and Pac-Man it. Wank, 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 wank. Go down a little bit more. Guess I can't. It's got a little branch right there. Let me cut that off. Yeah, there we go. All right. So boom, got that. Nice and juicy, right? Squoze out some of that excess water. So these balls do come with a locking mechanism. You can just do it like that, hold it in place. Now, I'm gonna add some of my smaller zip ties from the Dollar Tree. Add some of these smaller zip ties just to make sure that it stays in place. And that's that. I'm gonna take my little nippers, just get rid of this excess here. Now, I guess you don't have to do this per se if you're using this ball, but I'm gonna do it just as much as I can, because as you can see, I have this part of the tree that's gonna block me from being able to wrap this in. But I'm gonna wrap as much as I can with the saran wrap to try to help it to lock in that moisture a little bit more. Yeah, this seems like a pretty easy process. It seems way simpler to do it than to watch other people do it. I don't know why. All right, so we got that. And last but not least, I'm gonna add some aluminum foil, and I'm gonna put it shiny side out to try to reflect as much light as I can, because just trying to keep it as dark as we can to make the tree think that it's underground. This may not even be necessary, but this is what a lot of people do. So I'm doing it to increase my chances of success. That's why I'm following the steps, verbatim, step by step. So that's it, y'all. That's it for the air layer. That's how we use the balls. We're probably going to use the balls on all the trees because they're small, and I don't want that weight on the branches to.
Maybe we'll show them another day
on a bigger, stronger tree. Exactly. So that's the apple tree, y'all. And today is April 28th. So we'll see. Somewhere between 30, 60 days, we should see some roots when we unpack this thing. So I'm excited about that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and knock out the rest of our trees. And, we appreciate you guys stopping by and rocking with us as we do our first ever official air layer. The one I did last year don't count. It don't count because I didn't do it right. I didn't follow any of the instructions. I did something completely different. But I also I did not understand the importance of scraping away that cambium layer. Now I do. So I'm expecting to have much better results this year than I had last year. So thank you guys for watching us on our first ever air layering video. So with that being said, You guys take care. We love y'all.
See you in the next one.